Hi guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today, myself and John are going to go over bicep training for powerlifters. The main reason why we want to go over bicep training for powerlifters is to improve their internal rotation power and internal rotation range of motion. As you can see, when John's benching here, our elbow is being flexed, so our bicep has to contract at some degree, but it also has to contract with the lat. So if we can train the bicep and the lat together, it's going to be very useful for powerlifters.
So the first exercise we're going to be doing today is a lap pull down variation. So this variation specifically is a supinated lap pull down, as what it's going to be doing is turning our hands out into a supinated position to help us contract the bicep and the lat simultaneously as the arm moves back into extension. This is a really good exercise for improving our bench press range of motion, as we need the co-contraction of the bicep and the lat to help internally rotate that upper arm as we move down into the movement. So the exercise we're going to be showing you today is called the cable drag curl. Now the reason we're going to be doing the cable drag curl is because it trains the bicep with our arm behind our body. And when our arm is behind our body, it's in shoulder extension. And the reason we want to train within shoulder extension is because essentially shoulder extension moves the upper arm into internal rotation, which is what we're doing when we're bench pressing. So if we can contract the bicep whilst it's in extension and in internal rotation, it's going to help us when we get under that bar and start moving down into the bottom. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this exercise for Josh. The reason why we're going to do this on Josh is Josh actually has very poor internal rotation of his humerus. Okay, so as you can see here, it's not really that great. Bicep training for Josh is really, really important because it does improve these measures on him. So we'll do the exercise, we'll look at these ranges again and see how it's improved. Okay, so what Josh is going to do is he's going to grab the cable in one arm, okay, taking a couple of steps forward, and he wants to open up his chest, so his chest is in thoracic extension, okay, and you can clearly see his arm is now behind his body. What Josh is going to do is he's going to try and keep his elbow behind his body as he drags his wrist up towards his shoulder, and that's why it's called the drag curl. So as we can see here, bicep is being trained in a position of shoulder extension, which is going to be internally rotating that arm as the bicep contracts. So a really good place to start with this is at least 12 reps, okay, and getting plenty of blood flow into the muscle. So we've done 2 sets of 12 now on each side. Josh is going to re-measure, okay, his internal rotation of his humerus. And as you can see, we've got about an extra 10 to 15 degrees there of range of motion, which is really, really good. Now this is going to help Josh, okay, keep his ribs up and extend his shoulders as he gets into the bottom of his bench press. Any questions, please leave a comment on the video and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.